Hey guys, I hope you're having a wonderful day and making some really good trades. And just want to say that this video is just going to be about basically the long-term perspective about Bitcoin and the U.S. dollar and other commodities maybe, and just know where do I think it's going, to be honest, right? And with I don't know if you guys pay attention to the M2 money supply and the government printing and all of these relief packages that they're coming out with, and other rising asset classes that you can see, like all the other commodities that have gone up, like lumber, oil, and copper. Copper's at all-time highs, and not silver and gold, because those are, I feel like they're heavily manipulated and regulated, so you can't really move them that much. But in my opinion, I think that the U.S. dollar will start to be devalued tremendously, right? Its purchasing power will be decreased immensely. And right now we're just on the weekly chart, and we're using a market cipher indicator, right? Where we can clearly see that since the beginning of the pandemic in March of 2020, we started to go down as the money printing started. And honestly, the money printing was already started back in 2008. If we go all the way back here, that's when they started quantitative easing to stop the stock, to put a halt to the market crash. And it started going down, but we started trading sideways, and we started going back up. But I feel like the money printing really took off back in March of 2020, when the pandemic and the whole economy came to a halt. So in order to try and kickstart it, they decided to print some money. But you don't boost the economy by printing money. That's how you create a phony economy. Now I know a lot of Bitcoin people don't like Peter Schiff, right? But Peter Schiff, what he may not know about Bitcoin and understand about it, or he just refuses to understand about it, he understands the economy really well. So as much as people hate him, I think that he really knows what he's talking about when it comes to the economy and the US dollar. And so he's forecasting a huge devaluation in the US dollar, and I do believe him. Right? So for everyone who doesn't know who Peter Schiff is, he's an American stockbroker, and previous stockbroker, and now he's just a businessman. He's kind of an economist, and he forecasted a housing market crash of 2008. And if you want to know more about him, you can do some research. But yeah, he's a big Bitcoin bear, but and a big gold bull. But to put it short, he does not like Bitcoin, but he understands the economy. Anyway, so now we're just going to move on to the stock to flow chart, right? So I want to talk about this. The stock to flow chart model basically is a set model that this tells you when the price of Bitcoin is going to peak, and when the halvings, right when the halvings happen as well. So we can see here in the first halving of Bitcoin, the price went up 8,851%, and it took roughly 371 days to peak out. But this was back in 2012 to 2013, and this is a while back, right? But the really big run that kind of most people know about is the one from 2016 all the way to 2017, when the Bitcoin price halved again, and it took us 518 days, and we went up at an incredible amount of 3,189%. And that's nothing. That's like really 3,000% is incredible. It's a huge amount. So, and right now at our current model, it looks like we could be heading from this point all the way up to $206,000 roughly, around that area. The model does keep increasing, as you can see on the logarithmic chart. It just keeps increasing over time. So the longer we take, the higher the price is going to be. And honestly, I think that the price will keep increasing over time, just because the US dollar keeps getting devalued. Scarce assets are going to keep going up. Obviously, it's a little more complicated than that, and there's more to it. But I think it's going to take longer, right? It looks like the cycle so far This one was short, this one was longer, and perhaps this one could take longer as well. Instead of taking 1 year, it could take 2 years, right? And then the bear market could be 2 years from there. So, right, we don't have much data to play with right now. We only have 10 years of data. It's not enough to see. But so far, I think we could see something like this happen, or we take longer than usual to get up to the price. Some people are thinking we just go up from here all the way to 200,000, 100,000 by the end of the year. And that's kind of like a pretty narrow like time frame. But if that happens, then great. we go up to really high price levels really fast. And I think this morning too, I don't know if you guys know who Ray Dalio is. He's a hedge fund manager in the US of Bridgewater Capital, and he did buy the Bitcoin dip, and he himself said he would rather buy Bitcoin than US dollar bonds. So that just shows you where he's thinking of placing his funds at. And yeah, and we could also look at I really like to look at the hash ribbon indicator, and this is a wonderful indicator that gives you amazing points where to buy the Bitcoin price when after it goes down a lot, or at different prices during the cycles. So we'll just take a look at the weekly so we could get a better look at it. And you can see right here, a great buy point right before the bull, like right before this huge run up. From this point on, it was a 3,500% gain. And right now, right before this run, we had a capitulation, and then we had a buy signal right here around this area, and that took us up to 249%. But we had some buy signals even before that. We had some back here. If we zoom out a bit, maybe we can see it better around this area, right? So if you bought it back here, I think you'd be up like 400 something percent, 600% actually, but not at today's prices. But yeah, back here you'd be up at 640%. So that's really good, right? So, and right now we can see that the hash ribbon indicator, let's give it a second. Sorry, my computer's just has a lot of charts open at the moment. It has a half cross again, and we're just waiting for that buy signal to come. And when that buy signal comes, I think I'm going to pick up some more Bitcoin. Some people, some YouTubers, they went really bearish the second we start going down. And I think there's just a lot of manipulation going on in this market. And I'm not surprised if we do just go back up really quickly, or if we just keep going back down. Some of them are saying that's it. This is the end of the bull run, and we're going back down. We're going down to 20,000, 16,000. $15,000 right away. I mean, I don't think that's gonna happen personally, but obviously, I'm. This is not financial advice. I don't think this is gonna happen. It may happen, right? I cannot predict the future. It's very possible that it happens, or anything can happen. I don't really like to make price predictions. I just react to what the market's gonna do. If the buy indicator comes, and that's it, and it closes on the date, then I'm gonna buy some. That's it. And if it goes down, it goes down. I just hold. I've systematically taken some profits into USDT, so I've done myself some favors by selling up in these areas, even here, right? Sell up here, buy the dip, sell up here, buy the dip, sell up here, buy the dip. That's how it works. And finally, I just want to take a look at the stock to flow chart. That's actually, like, this one's made by Plan B, the guy who designed it, the stock to flow. You can see that model by Plan B, and you guys can follow him on Twitter. He keeps tweeting these things out every single day, and he posted this one the other day, and he said every time we hit the lower blue band right here, we have a huge bounce. And so far, like, he hasn't been wrong. Every time we touch the lower band of the blue wave, we start to go up really quickly. And this was around the $33,000 area. So if anyone that was in a long, we took a long on Ethereum yesterday, and we were up 187%. We closed that trade up using proper risk management. If you guys want to join the Discord, you're welcome to. We always make some good trades. People have some really good information that's always posted. We post the daily max and minimum price. Anyways, I just want to make a video regarding the long-term price outlook of Bitcoin. I do think it's going to go up in the hundreds of thousands. We're going to reach 6 digits, but it might take some time. Nothing is guaranteed. There's no free lunch. So anyways, hope you guys have a wonderful day. Like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. And I'm actually partnered with Bybit now. If you guys want to join using my Bybit link, that would really help the channel out. Anyways, you guys have a wonderful day. Peace.